put together the team. The infrastructure is in place for your donations now.
Set up the group. The framework is set up for your gifts now to assist individuals with having the option to have their own cash. Oprah is going through an emergency. Oprah delivered this muling video with the stone discussing the amount they care about Maui and how they request that you pay cash to individuals of Maui while the tycoons stay there and eat up your cash to safeguard their number one little holiday destination. In this period of scarcity, you need to deal with the best need of India individuals, and that is given them cash, requesting cash, unadulterated, fiendish. As I would like to think kindly, don't send cash to these individuals that will put cash straightforwardly in the possession of individuals who need it at the present time. So on the off chance that you send a gift, Oprah Winfrey and Dwayne the Stone Johnson vowed to help individuals of Maui by making an asset where the impacted could get cash straightforwardly into their pockets. Everyone, individuals who were calling me and messaging me and informing me and expressing out loud, whatever do I do? What do I do? This is what you do, individuals asset of Maui. Well, it is currently being affirmed that individuals will not be getting cash straightforwardly to them, but instead through the asset, which is additionally being overseen by another association. Very much. How about we simply see here's individuals asset of Maui. On the off chance that you look down and look, individuals enjoyable to Maui is an asset of media outlets, establishment, or the AI now come to individuals' annuity, that asset will likewise need to cook for its delegate pay, and consequently individuals could wind up getting practically zero cash. The leader of the non-benefit that deals with this asset is making north of $400,000 per year. You got the chief making more than 300. You have the CFO making more than $290,000. The two have additionally experienced harsh criticism for requesting cash from customary individuals residing check to check as opposed to asking their celeb companions. So on the off chance that you send a gift, click currently. Did I witness everything that I assume I saw? Kindly don't say to me, I just saw a very rich person remaining close to a multi-mogul asking the typical regular resident for gifts that can scarcely scrape by because of a genuine downturn residing check to check. In the event that both of you don't go take your Hollywood tip-top behind to your other Hollywood tip-top companions and leg is later mates that got millions as you do and billions and get all that cash together and assist with outing Maui. You are out your damn psyche. So what is the deal with the Winfrey and the Stone Maui store? Is it a trick? Let us get into it. So Winfrey and the Stone have arrived in the midst of a warm discussion in the wake of encouraging their broad fan base to give to the Maui Hawaii alleviation asset. Their plan was to offer help for those impacted by the disastrous Lahaina fierce blazes. Thus have made individuals asset of Maui that will put cash straightforwardly in the possession of individuals who need it at this moment. So in the event that you send a gift, click where you see beneath and ship off gift anyway, given the joint total assets of the two diversion symbols outforming $2.8 billion. Their call for public help has been met with suspicion. The public began addressing how Winfrey was expecting individuals who were in a tight economy residing check to give to their asset, when she and the Stone could likewise request something similar from their rich VIP and political companions. Winfrey and Johnson gave $10 million to start individuals' asset of Maui. Still, the resulting appeal for additional assets from the public by means of virtual entertainments ages like Instagram and TikTok didn't agree with many fans, particularly those confronting monetary challenges. The worries reverberated among many were generally around why two of the world's most affluent individuals were contacting general society for monetary help. The extent of their underlying gift, when contrasted with their gigantic abundance, turned into a point of convergence of discussion. I mean, you used to be offering stuff on your show. You get a vehicle, you get a vehicle. Leave for what reason mightn't you at any point venture into your $2 billion total assets and say you get help, you get alleviation? Johnson has not openly tended to the analysis, while Winfrey shared that the alleviation reserve had seen commitments from 10 individuals, albeit the complete gave aggregate remaining parts undisclosed. Fans additionally understood that after they began scrutinizing the assets, the remarks segment on the assets page was switched off as though somebody was attempting into stop data and inquiries concerning the asset. Adding to the mix around Winfrey are her far-reaching land possessions in Hawaii, where she has of late procured one more 870 sections of land, carrying her property proprietorship to almost 10 sections of land in the district. This has ignited bits of hearsay and paranoid fears, recommending that Winfrey and other prosperous occupants could have played a part in beginning the rapidly spreading fires to extend their land portfolio's general society. Has guaranteed on the off chance that ripping individuals off their territory was not what Winfrey was doing. For what reason wasn't she offering back piece of her territory to the impacted families? For what reason do you want this land to yourself that was immaculate by the fierce blazes? Wouldn't. As opposed to asking individuals for cash, the better use is to help out individuals reconstruct their homes. Winfrey said the motivation behind individuals' asset of Maui was a progression of messaged raids among her and Johnson, where they communicated worry about the staggering circumstance in Maui. She said she understood from another hotshot cart partner who supported desire immunizations in libraries and sent cash to fierce blaze survivors in the incomparable Smoky Mountains following cart Parton's demonstrations of noble cause. They mean to give direct monetary help to impacted inhabitants, asserting qualified grown-ups are expected to get a regularly scheduled installment from the asset help their recuperation. Thanksgiving, every family $1,200, every family as well as every individual. Fans have inquired as to why the two, who see themselves as a component of the Maui people group, needed to find motivation from a mother person helping her local area for them to acknowledge they had a local area to help other people have addressed, assuming the assets are to be given straightforwardly to the impacted, and why it had been put under another association that would ultimately need to utilize a portion of its cash to take care of its laborers. The new kickback features the continuous discussion in regards to the job of the incredibly well-off and humanitarian undertakings and the ramifications of looking for public commitments. The U.S. Division of Business assessed the harm made by the shoot be as much as $5 billion, meaning individuals of Maui need large chunk of change to modify their territory. Luckily, the majority of the impacted region has been contained, with a Maui province update distributed on Sunday, uncovering that the Lahaina discharge is presently 100% contained with 2,170 sections of land. Copied. The update likewise uncovered that the Olinda discharge was 90% contained, traversing an expected 1,081 sections of land, and that the Kula chute is 95 contained, covering an expected 202 sections ends of land. While additional individuals are exploring the validness of the Maui Reserve, a few case that the $5 million that the Stone and Winfrey gave was just the startup reserve, which implies citizens are being approached to help by giving to their asset. The cash that Dwayne and Oprah gave really went to their organization, and it is being claimed that not $1 has gone to the casualties. In principle, what they did would be the same than during a standard organization startup, where one puts assets up to make a framework to get reserves. For what reason do the survivors of Maui need to look out for citizen dollars when $10 million are in their records equilibrium? The public feels like the $10 million given by the two VIPs ought to have proactively been given to the casualties, as opposed to being utilized to get additional cash from the public. Winfrey herself had made sense of how she and Dwayne utilized their $5 million to fire up individuals' asset of Maui, as opposed to giving the $10 million. She had expressed the framework is set up for your gifts to assist with assisting individuals with having the option to have their own cash, have their own organization. It is quite significant their underlying video persuaded watchers to think that the casualties of Maui would get that $10 million straightforwardly into their hands. Taking a gander at the Maui Reserve, fans figured out that the association over it is called Media Outlet, and from their last year's review, they figured out the various costs that are taken from gifts, including compensations, leases, and rewards, retain a large portion of the gifts. So the inquiry the fans are posing is assuming assets from the Maui Reserve are likewise going to be utilized to assist with taking care of expenses for the association. What might individuals of Maui get? The fans additionally figured out that the association president's compensation is around $700,000 to $1 million as per salary. And for this reason, many individuals have shared their dissatisfaction online. that a very rich person and multi-tycoon are requesting gifts, and a large portion of the gifts will go to above-cost chief makes 359,728, their main 13 in workers make above and beyond 3 million bucks. I think not Oprah. The public has been prompting each other that individuals give straightforwardly to people in need by means of GoFundMe, PayPal, and so on, as opposed to through associations to guarantee the cash goes straightforwardly to individuals affected. So, in synopsis, the top chiefs and representatives at the non-benefit overseeing Winfrey and the Stones Reserve are acquiring exceptionally significant compensations which general society has seen as hazardous when the asset is just giving $1,200 to inhabitants in need. The leader of the non-benefit that deals with this asset is making more than $400,000 per year. You got the president making north of $300,000. You have the CFO making north of $290,000. Clearly, both Winfrey and the Stone are essential for the Maui people group, since Winfrey has a house and land on Maui, and Johnson spent piece of his experience growing up in Hawaii. Beginning the asset was truly smart, yet the public feel like individual